Easily make $100 per day as a teenager using these 7 side hustles. The easiest ones are first. Number 1 is flipping stuff at garage sales, flea markets, and thrift stores. There are plenty of great items that you can find and sell here. And many YouTubers have already talked about this before, such as Gary Vee, Graham Stephan, and Henry Tornado. To get started, you can just clean up junk around the house or go to the free section of Craigslist. Some of the best things to flip are video games, Pokemon cards, golf clubs, shoes. Shoes are huge. Old technology, and pretty much anything that's like a collectible that a collector might be interested in. You can then list those items on eBay, Mercari, Facebook, or Craigslist. I'm really excited to try this one myself as spring cleaning picks up and there's going to be a lot of garage sales, so I'm definitely going to be doing that one. Number 2 is focus groups. Focus groups are where a company will pay you to test out products or take part in an experiment. Fortunately, you do need to be 18 years or older or have parental consent. You can find the focus groups through the gigs category under Craigslist or on various dedicated websites. Apparently the average wage is $30 to $150 an hour, but of course there's only like 30 minutes to like a couple hours worth of like testing and work that you'll be doing per job, so a lot of money per hour, but not too many hours. And this sounds like too good to be true, and honestly, I don't know whether it is or not, so I'm going to be trying out to focus groups in the near future, so subscribe if you want to go ahead and see that. Number 3 is Instagram theme pages. Believe it or not, you can actually make a lot of money by running one of those Instagram accounts, like a meme account or something that has tens of thousands of followers or more. You pretty much just make sponsored posts for like 20, 30 bucks. Put up a post, and then after 24 hours you take it down. Usually your customers are people who are trying to drop ship stuff, trying to do print on demand, or just other Instagram pages who are looking for a promo. This can be a very lucrative business. You can scale to a point where you can be making easily more than $50 an hour worth of work. Once you get to about the 20,000 follower range, you'll start getting DMs from people looking to make ads in your post. There's also websites that you can use to try and find people, and you can also just DM hundreds of accounts. That's what many people do, to try and find people to put sponsors or ads in your posts. And typically they'll pay more or less based on what your engagements are. So if you have 20,000 followers, but you only average 300 likes a post, then you're probably not going to get any sponsors. But if you're averaging 5,000, then you're probably going to be getting some pretty good stuff. You can also buy and sell pages, which skips the strenuous process of trying to build an Instagram page from scratch. And you can actually make a ton of money just from flipping something, buying it, making a couple $100 over a couple months, and then selling it again. You can make bank. Getting some value right now, please smash the like button. It really helps out the channel. Number 4 is freelancing on Fiverr. On Fiverr, you can freelance doing pretty much anything. It's a website where you can buy and sell services over the internet. Here's some of the more popular services: logo design, graphic design, voiceovers, ghostwriting, video editing, and again, like I said earlier, pretty much anything you want. The only problem with this one is it can take some time to get the ball rolling. Even if you're really talented at making logos or editing videos, it likely will still take about a month of kind of being active on an account before you'll start to get a few sales. But once you have some reviews on your account, it can snowball to the point where you could actually make it into a full-time career, or take those skills and use it for a job or future businesses later. Number 5 is mowing lawns. You can make upwards of $25 per lawn, which often take less than an hour to mow. So you can see how lucrative this business could be if you start stacking the amount of jobs. So say you're mowing a lawn for $25 an hour, but you got 10 jobs lined up a week or 20. I mean, you could be making a lot of money. And $25 an hour is really just the basis point. You can make a lot more than that. I have some friends that are making 40, 45 bucks an hour through a couple of their most crazy deals. If your family already has a lawnmower and weed whacker, then this is even better for you. But if you don't, then this is going to be a bit of a more challenging one, as you're going to need to spend, several $100s, maybe $1,000 or so, to get the right equipment. But it's still worth it especially if you're in an area where you can mow all year round, and not just in like the summer, spring, fall. But if you can mow all year round, you can make even more money. Number 6 is print on demand. This one combos really well with the Instagram theme pages. Basically, you use a website like Teesprings to create t-shirts, sweatshirts, or mugs, typically t-shirts though, and then you put a design onto that t-shirt and then you sell it. And then you can sell them via your Instagram theme page, or you can pay for ads on other Instagram theme pages to sell your product. So this one can be a bit more expensive and a bit risky if you don't already have a theme page. Number 7 is pressure washing. Pressure washing is a high margin industry. You can make hundreds of dollars an hour by pressure washing driveways, roofs, and houses. And if you're a full-time self-employed pressure washer, you can typically make over $250,000 a year worth of profit. Again, that's only going to be if you're in some area that avoids like the snow of winter, because then that just takes away a couple months where you could actually be doing driveways. And those guys have a lot of equipment and are a pre-built customer base. Customers are also going to want you to have insurance if you're doing their roofs and houses, as you could accidentally cause tens of thousands of dollars worth of damage. So if you're looking to make a couple $1,000s this spring and summer, then can cleaning is definitely what you want to do. That's pretty much when you pressure wash, trash can and recycling bin, and maybe even any lawn, like outside furniture they have, for like usually $15 to $25 per, and they take like 20 minutes or less to do. And also, as you get better and you build up amount of like customer base that you've already worked with in the past, you can then start to move on to doing driveways, which is like the next step. The average driveway is about $150 to pressure wash, and only takes about an hour. If you don't already have like the pressure wash equipment you need, it will cost several $100s. However, trust me, it is definitely still worth it if you're going to do it. I'm personally going to be going really big on this one when summertime rolls around. Right now there's snow all over the place, but when I can, I'm starting this one because I think this one has some of the best potential out of really any of these. And if you want more info on pressure washing and want to learn from the same places I have, there's an amazing YouTube channel called Forever Self-Employed. And he also has a whole course with some other pressure washers that just teaches you everything you need to know about how to get started pressure washing. Since you watched all the way to the end, you should subscribe. You're gonna like the kind of videos I make here. And if you want to watch this video about whether you should go to trade school or college, then click here.